Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'd like to take you with me as I build, with the help of Antigravity, of course, my small business AI agent. Okay, so I own a data analytics consulting business. Okay, I'm a solo entrepreneur and I also have a full-time job. So running a business outside of my full-time job is quite demanding. So I thought, now AI is here, it's time to build my own small business AI agent. Okay, so basically, I just want to take you through the process. I've already started the development project with Antigravity. Okay, so we're going to come back to what it's doing right now. But basically, I just want to take you through the process that I go through now to build my applications. I just started building a couple now, and I'm trying to put some process in place. Okay, so the first thing I do is I brainstorm ideas with ChatGPT. I mean, I could have done it with Gemini, but because I've got a paid account with ChatGPT, I brainstorm ideas first with ChatGPT. And then it's with ChatGPT that I come up with my requirements, okay, for the AI agent. So when I'm brainstorming ideas, I specifically instruct ChatGPT to sort of give me a markdown file, a requirements, an application requirements markdown file that will be given to an AI agent to help me build my app. So the markdown file has to be written in such a way that's optimized for an AI agent. Okay, so this is the my markdown file, markdown requirements file for my app. So I start brainstorming with ChatGPT, and then I create my markdown requirements file. Okay, so this is my small business AI agent requirements. Okay, basically the main module is finance management, of course, reporting, tax management. I will have a AI chat interface, also a tax form assistance, because we have to declare our taxes, and these IRC tax forms are very complicated as well. So I've got a feature for that as well. In order for the AI to know more about my business, of course, I have to give some basic information in my profile page, business profile page. And then the stack that I'm using is going to be DuckDB and Streamlit. It's just a personal choice. Everything is running locally for now. And let me just accept first. Antigravity, so it can go into work. Yeah, so everything is local for now. DuckDB with Streamlit. Okay, so I just need something to be up and running. I'll include a backup feature later on. Okay, so this is my markdown requirements file. I read somewhere online that they were using markdown files, so I thought, I should use a markdown file. So this is my markdown file. And I'm going to show you guys my requirements file, or that's the requirements file for the Python, to install the Python packages. Okay, so this is my prompt that I sent to, or that I gave to Antigravity. Basically build a small business AI agent app based on the requirements in my requirements.md file. Okay, so I'm currently working in my directory of my small agent. So when I launch my agent, the Antigravity agent, it will go directly to my working directory and look up my requirements.md file. Okay, so this is my requirements. One of the key features here is that I specifically instructed it to break the project. So break the project into iterations that you think make sense. Okay, so I've got a list of requirements here in my requirements.md file. So I don't want it to just go through the whole thing and then I test at the end, right? I want it to create the app in iterations. So that's why I prompted it here. Okay, I also read online somewhere that it's a good idea to also keep track of your prompts. Okay, so I'm going to be, starting to keep track of my initial prompts, especially the initial ones. So this is my initial prompt. I've added it to my README file. Okay, so breaking the project into iterations. And then these are some of the objectives which I provided to the AI. So I launched that. I gave this this prompt to Antigravity. And as the way that Antigravity works is that it's going to give back to us a task list. Okay, so let me just close all these files that Antigravity just created, all these Python files. So after I gave it my initial prompt here, okay, my basic prompt here, it went through and it defined 3 iterations. Okay, the first iteration is for the financial tracking, and then the automated ingestion and profile, and then the AI advice and reporting. Okay, so that's perfect for me. And then it went into the details. Okay, so that's perfect. We're currently building that. And then it wrote out the implementation plan. So as I mentioned in all my previous videos, Antigravity first comes up with a task list when you give it the prompt, and then it provides to you the implementation plan of how it's going to implement. Okay, you have to read through it. So I read through that. So I'm all good with iteration 1 for the core financial foundation modules. And then now it's going through, oh, I think it finished. So it has provided me the walkthrough, meaning that it already set up the application. It already completed iteration 1. Okay, so let's check it out together. Let's check it out together, guys. So the walkthrough is basically all the functionalities that it has implemented, what it has done. Okay, so we've got it set up DuckDB, that's cool, and show you in your project directory, and you run Streamlit. Okay, let's check this one out. I think we have to, I didn't activate my Python environment. I didn't have to. Okay, anyway, so it has started. So let us check the application together. Small Business AI Advisor. Oh, that's cool. So that's the first iteration, just the financial, to manage my expenses, my revenue, my expenses, and my budget. Okay, let's quickly test this one out. So for example, last week, Monday, for sales, I earned about 500 kina. Oh, that's interesting. You see, it automatically put that in PGK, which is Papua New Guinea kina. Okay, I forgot to specify it, to say that put the amounts in PNG kina. So it did it because I prompted it in my prompt, in the requirements.md file, that my business is for the tax requirements in Papua New Guinea. So it automatically created the app for the requirements for, or the amount in PGK, okay, which is Papua New Guinea kina. So that's perfect. The record has been saved. It's added to the database. Cool. Okay, let's go over to the expense. Let's quickly test it out. So on Tuesday, maybe I paid for some utilities, and that was about 200 kina. Test, whatever, I'll save that, and it's added. Awesome. And then the budget. Okay, for the month of December, maybe I'll have to correct it for that in terms of the budget. I think it's putting the same. Let's say 1,000 kina. Test, let's save that budget. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, and then I'm going to prompt it for the other features as well. So basically, that's what I wanted it to do. We're going to work through the project in iterations. So it seems the first iteration has been completed successfully, setting up the database and ensuring the data entry works. So that's perfect. It didn't do the dashboard though. Visualization dashboard metrics are calculated dynamically. Okay, so let me just go back to the app once again and prompt it to, oh yeah, it did total revenue, total expenses, but it didn't do the visualization part. That's all right. I will prompt it later on to add in the visuals for that. So basically, that's the process that I'm going to follow, right? The first thing I did, of course, brainstorm ideas with ChatGPT. And then I created my requirements.md file. Okay, so this one will be my requirements file that I'm going to continuously update. So the AI will reference that. So I don't have to copy and paste the whole prompt into the prompt window, right? Into the context window. So it's sort of outside in an MD file, in a markdown file, sorry. So, and then I'm also going to keep track of all my prompts. Okay, so this is my process. I'm going to go through testing the app, and then we're going to advance to iteration 2. Okay, so this is the process that I'm following right now. So what are you guys building? What's your process to, documenting or prompting the AI app? Do you just go in and vibe code, or do you have a structure like, using your Markdown files, or using Markdown files to have the app specifications and then work from there? Yeah, so please share your experience, please share your projects so we can all learn together. So I will create a specific playlist for this particular project as I work through it. So if you guys have any, tips on how you can help me to improve my project, please let me know so then I can help. I can, learn from you guys, and we all can grow as we continue to learn and build with AI. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you found my videos, helpful, please support me by liking the video, sharing the video, and so we all can continue to learn together. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you all in my next video.